Hey everyone, Coaster Central here, and today in Planet Coaster we're going to be making a medieval themed Vekoma Boomerang with a little side attraction in this ride, which I believe is at Canada's Wonderland. So if you're wondering how we did this is just the shortcut in game, and you can change it to shuttle launch and then it becomes the Vekoma Boomerang. And this is a very, very fast-paced coaster because you need it to have enough speed to get through the elements backwards as well as forward. So we've got the queue, which is just a massive cattle pen, because it can only have like one train operations. This ride will probably put in lots of queues. So you start off by climbing up backwards. And the way you have to do this in the game is put a little piece here, which stops it, and then it will launch backwards. And because it launches, you need to have it like a bunch of track here so that it doesn't fly over the top. As you can see, it just barely does that. And then it dips back down. You go around a turn, you go up into a double down, which gives some very nice airtime. You curve around here, which is a very good element. It's actually very intense, and all these buildings, they would all be fully decorated in like medieval and stuff. I have this wave turn. As you can see, the train does it backwards. You climb up into this big turn. You dip down past some more buildings, curve around into a double up. And this is basically just the spike on Velociraptor, but bigger. So then you go up and then you do the whole layout backwards again. You come up here and then you drop back down into the station. So that is like the base layout for it. The maintenance area would probably go around it somewhere because there's no room for this to have a transfer track. So they might have some like stuff underneath the station for maintenance, but other than that they wouldn't really have a fully blown maintenance area. This ride is actually like, it would be like the second or third installment of it, because currently the only one is at Canada's Wonderland, called Sledgehammer. So I probably will name it this as well because it just fits the ride so well, and the theme as well of like medieval just kind of makes sense. And I might have to check clearance for that. It should be good though. Anyway, I think that we should move on to the next part to see how this area has improved. So see you then, guys.
Alright guys, a lot of progress has been made over the past couple of days, and if I sound a bit different, by the way, I have a new microphone. It's just a lot easier to like record with it. But this coaster is properly starting to come together, and I still haven't done all the colours for it yet, but I'll do that for the final update. The queue line is now fully all fenced and stuff, and I've decided that I'm going for quite a gothic theme to it. So this is the gift shop. The ride photos will be here, and this is like the where you'd get checkout and stuff. We got this food shop here. However, the main part that's been changed is obviously around here, because we got this ride and it's looking great with all the trees around it, all like these alpine spruce trees. And the layout also now all has these houses around and stuff, and that's looking really nice, especially around this turn where you got all the houses, and then it like pops up and kind of like swoops around. And I think I'm going to go for quite like a ghost-like theme for this ride. As you can see, we've got like a bunch of gravestones everywhere, and this station building, I'm going to make it almost like a church, so it's all going to look very fancy. And this area altogether is just looking great, and when you walk in through this entrance area, and you're walking along, you've obviously got this ride. However, you can sort of start to see some of the trees from here, but you can't see the ride until you enter the area, and I think that is so cool. You enter the area and you just get this grand view of a couple like of these things. You got that, and then obviously in the background you got that massive spike. It looks sick, honestly. I'm loving how this area is coming together, and well, I guess we should see how it is finished in the next update.
Okay everyone, this area is finally finished and I am loving it. We also have a name for the coaster, Phantom. I love it because it's, I can imagine it being like a ghost that kind of goes through this local village. It looks so cool. But you'll notice that this area is looking a lot more alive than last time and a lot more laggy. So we got this ride, which has now been named Sledgehammer. The queue line goes around here, and I had to check with some of the trees because these bits were gonna like hitting into the trees, so I just had to delete some of those. But we've added all these gravestones everywhere, and it's looking absolutely awesome. We got this little shop when you enter the area. I know I have some right over here, but they're just kind of grab and go units, and I wanted to add a sort of like dessert. So these are like smoothies, and that's just like water. And then if you go past here, this is actual food. But the main attraction in this area is of course this coaster, which just looks so cool. The way it just kind of sweeps around, and this is probably one of my favourite views of it because you can just kind of see it pop up in different areas. It honestly looks so cool and I absolutely love it. My game is also extremely laggy because you're not meant to be playing Planet Coaster at this level of detail. We just have the 1.4 like height requirement thing, and you can go through here. This is the queue line. There are lots of like animatronic crows everywhere, and the ride also now has fencing around it so that people can't just like walk and get run over by the ride. You can see the ride just kind of like dipping down and stuff in that final part. It's looking really nice. We've got this ramp which now like actually like makes sense because of gravity. They need something holding it up. So you can come up here into the station, and I really wanted to go for like a church kind of vibe. So we've got this person which will tell you where to sit. These people check the restraints, and I have all these like details on the roof and stuff. That's the ride operator booth. Baggage holders right there, and it's looking very nice. The way it zooms past and just snaps out of the station. It's so cool, honestly. You exit that, and this, they use the exit also as the disabled entrance, so you wouldn't ever have stairs in the exit. So you'd have a ramp, a little resting point, and then another ramp basically. You go through here into the gift shop, which has a bunch of toys here. Ride photos, which has the ride photos. So yep. Got some like collectible racks there. Check out. And that's looking quite nice, honestly. Anyway, you come through here, there's Sledgehammer, and then you go off into the next area. So, yeah. And I'm definitely going to expand this medieval area in the next 2 episodes. This entire kind of like middle bit here is also going to be medieval, but a lot less gothic and more kind of like castle-like. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it, and I reckon we should go for a ride on Phantom, the new ride in this park. Let's go.